Welcome to Blackboard 9.1 training on video. In this segment, we're going to talk about tests. There are several types of test questions, including true-false, multiple choice, essay, multiple answer, and opinion scale or Likert scales. Creating a test is a six-step process. First, the shell must be created for the test. Next, you need to review and determine the creation settings. Then, compose, add, reuse, or import questions, then deploy the test, and make the test available to students. So let's begin. First, let's turn on the edit mode. Tests can be placed in any content area. You can use the assignments content area, or you can create a content area by clicking the plus sign and clicking Create Content Area. Type in test, click the Available to Users button, and click Submit. I can drag this new content button anywhere I like by clicking on the left side and dragging. Now that I've created the button for test, click Tests. Click Create Assessment and click Test. Click the Create Test button, and when the new menu opens, name the test and fill out a description and instructions. Click Submit. This will open the test canvas. In the test canvas, on the right side, click Question Settings. These are the creation settings. There are several question settings. You can provide feedback, add images to answers or questions, question metadata, which is topics, levels of difficulty, or keywords the instructor adds to questions. This is very helpful if you're going to reuse questions, as it will aid in the search for those questions. Scoring options include number of points, partial credit for answers, or an option to assign questions as extra credit. I can also look at display options, such as horizontal or vertical display, numbering options, and random ordering of questions. Choose these options by checking or unchecking the boxes and click Submit. The test canvas reopens. I now have choices for questions. I can create a question. I can reuse a question by creating a question set, a random block, or I can locate and find questions. I can also upload questions. Some textbook companies provide a list of questions for me as part of the text. We're just going to create questions. We'll click multiple choice and then write the text of the question. Next, type your answers. After writing my answers, I need to choose the correct one. Since I chose the feedback option in the question settings, I can leave feedback. Categories and keywords is where I would add metadata. I can also add instructional notes. Once I've reviewed everything, click Submit. Continue to add questions by question set, random block, or creating questions. Click OK once all the questions are completed. The next step is to deploy the test. This test was called Exam 1, so I'm going to deploy it. I click on Exam 1 and click Submit. Now I review my test options. The first option is to review my test information. I'm not going to change this. Make link available. This is the most important step. Generally, you won't want to make the test available until just before the test is to be taken. However, if you use a display after and display until option and choose the date and time when the test is available, you must make the link available first. I don't recommend the forced completion option. If the student for some reason clicks the back button so they can go back and check another question, the test option will end the test and the student will be scored on the completed questions only. Once you've reviewed all the test options, click Submit. This concludes this tutorial on creating tests in Blackboard.